Lila and the Magic of Gratitude. Once upon a time, in a cozy little town nestled between rolling hills, lived a cheerful girl named Lila. Her world was filled with toys and sweets, yet she often found herself dreaming of more. "If only I had that shiny doll from the store," she would sigh, "then I'd be truly happy." Lila's grandmother, Grandma Ella, lived with them. She was kind and full of wisdom, like the warm sunshine on a chilly day. Whenever Lila had a problem, Grandma Ella knew how to make things right, with her gentle words and magical stories. In the same neighborhood lived Benji, a boy from a humble family. He didn't have many toys or treats, but his laughter echoed through the streets. He had the brightest smile that seemed to light up even the gloomiest days. This is the story of how Lila learned a beautiful secret, one that made her heart sparkle like the stars in the night sky. As our story begins, Lila is about to discover that happiness doesn't come from what you own, but from the magic of gratitude, the simple act of appreciating what's around you. One sunny afternoon, Lila sat at the kitchen table, poking at her sandwich. "Why do we have the same boring lunch every day? I want something better," she grumbled. Grandma Ella, sitting nearby, raised an eyebrow and smiled softly. "And what would that something better be?" she asked. Lila shrugged. "I don't know. Something new, something special." Grandma didn't say much, but later she took Lila for a walk to the park. There, they saw Benji, barefoot in the grass, gleefully chasing a colorful kite made of papers and twigs. His kite twirled and danced against the sky. "Look at him," Grandma Ella whispered. "What do you see?" "A boy with a silly little kite," Lila replied, crossing her arms. "Why is he so happy with that?" Grandma Ella didn't answer. Instead, she smiled knowingly and led Lila back home. That evening, after dinner, Grandma surprised Lila with something wondrous. In her hands, she carried a beautiful antique mirror with golden swirls on its frame. "This," Grandma said, her eyes twinkling, "is a magic mirror. It doesn't show what people own, it shows how they feel deep inside." "Really?" Lila said, her curiosity piqued. She leaned closer, peering into the glass. At first, Lila saw herself. She was surrounded by heaps of toys, her dolls, her puzzles, her games, but her reflection looked grumpy, as though something was missing. She stood in front of the mirror, confused, and wondering what was it after all. Then, the image changed, and Lila saw Benji. He stood among simple things, his paper kite, his little wooden car, but his entire reflection glowed with light and joy. From the mirror came a soft whisper, "Gratitude makes the heart shine." Lila stepped back in wonder. "Grandma," she asked, "why does the mirror say that?" Grandma Ella knelt down, her voice kind and soothing. "Lila, sometimes we forget how lucky we are. Gratitude is like a gentle light inside us." The next morning, Lila couldn't stop thinking about Benji and the magic mirror. She decided to visit him at the park. She watched him fly his kite once more before finally asking, "Benji, why are you so happy?" Benji stopped and beamed at her. "Because there's so much to be happy about. I have my family, my kite, and this beautiful sky. What more could I want?" Lila felt a warm glow in her heart. "Wow," she said softly. "I never thought of it that way." That afternoon, Lila returned home and did something remarkable. She picked one of her favorite dolls, a doll she had barely played with but still cherished, and gave it to Benji. "Here," she said, smiling shyly. "I think you'll love this." Benji's eyes lit up, and Lila felt something incredible. For the first time, her heart was bursting with happiness, not because of what she had, but because of what she gave. That night, as Grandma Ella tucked Lila into bed, she whispered, "Happiness isn't about having everything, my dear. It's about being grateful for what you already have." Lila snuggled into her blanket, holding her favorite teddy bear close. She thought about her family, her home, and her toys, and she felt lucky. The stars outside twinkled as if they were smiling too. From that day forward, Lila remembered the magic of gratitude. She found wonder in her meals, joy in her toys, and love in her family. And whenever life felt a little unfair, she thought about Benji, his kite, and the magic mirror's words, "Gratitude makes the heart shine." And so, with her heart shining brightly, Lila drifted into a peaceful, happy sleep, just as every child should. There is an important lesson that we all should learn from Lila. Things don't bring happiness, but being thankful for what we have makes us happy from the inside. Please subscribe to this channel and do not miss any of our latest stories.